Good afternoon, cricket lover. This is Imran Sarwar from Los Angeles, California. It's I mean, first I would like to talk about some international cricket. What's going on right now, especially in what do you call that? In Switzerland, when they were playing some Indian players and Pax players all together, that the cricket on the ice, and lots of good thing happened. The one good thing I like, that I really liked, that I saw on the TV program, there was a young lady. She was, when Shahid Afridi was, giving pictures and all that, and there was a young lady, very fine young lady. She had a Indian flag, and she wanted to take picture with the Shahid Afridi, and that flag was folded. And I really loved it that Shahid Afridi's death gesture he did, that he spoke to the lady, young lady, please open your flag, let your flag come in the picture. And I think that is very, very, very important. We should do the respect of each another, flag and people. And as far as the game is concerned, we need to play the game at highest spirit. My cricket lovers from anywhere, believe me, I played cricket with all the top class players from India, all the good players from India, Nikhil Chopra, Ajit Jadeja, and all these players come down here, and we played all these. Sehwag and all these people come down and play cricket here. All these Indian players, from Bombay and from all over, and it's Ahmedabad, because the lots of clubs are here. I'll mention that President of Los Angeles Cricket Association, Mr. Atul Rai, he's got lots of approach in back home, and he brings a few players. I remember we had a few years back. His name was.
This is a homage beat.
David Noel. David Noel played for India, I think, in a little bit back, like 10-15 years or somewhere there back. And he played for a small time for India. He was a good off spinner and very good batsman, and brilliant fielder and very good off spinner. And he played with us, and Noel David and a few others. I mentioned in my other program. He had what's his name? Ram Kishan, good guy, good person, classical person, and he came down and played with me and all this, and because the game needs to be played with the good spirit, cohesive atmosphere, with the love, with affection, and all this, and that's what just I like from Shahid Afridi. He spoke to the young lady, open your flag, open your taranga. The reason I'm saying it, me sitting here, Sarwar Imran from Los Angeles, California. My mom was born in Amritsar. My mom was born in Amritsar, and my dad's parents and all that, they were born in Gurdaspur somewhere in India. They call that, close to Gurdaspur. So all the roots are from that side. And all that after all this happens, the people moved up and down and all this. And beside, so that's why we should love each other. Whether we are playing game or we meet outside, of course, it's the same blood. If any Indian cricket lovers gets cut, the blood comes out red. If any other one gets cut, the blood comes out red. So we are same people. We should love to each another and play any game with high spirit. And I like the Shahid Afridi, the gesture which he did down in in Switzerland. He played the game and he told open the flag, which is good. I really like that. That's top class thing. He did all that. Wasim Akram was there, Shoaib Akhtar was there, lots of other players. The players were all over from India. When we people get together, sit together, play together, it's a different, totally whole game, whole atmosphere. Okay, play the game with the highest spirit. Play the game. Okay, of course, nobody wants to lose the game, and that's very important. and I had seen this on the TV a lot, so I said I would mention about this one. We need to love each other. Love is important. And now I'm gonna talk about Indians' fifth one day and Indians' sixth one day. Fifth one day, Indians' fifth one day. They made a Kohli made Rohit Sharma made 115,
This is a homage.
and Kohli made 36, and all the other one they made few runs. It's important that it should be taken care of like that, and it's a good batting from India. I'm sure you have known that I already taught you that to my mind Rohit Sharma is a very good prospect for India. He's a terrific
The
batsman.
homage
He
beat.
is beautiful player, and he made 150, and 30 36 from Kohli, and somebody other person he made 34 runs. And from the bowling side, he got Nijidi 9 over the bowled 4, something like that, and particularly this is important. Then what's when the bowling is, if the bowling is not through the line, because if India made these runs, possibly they didn't bowl well. 4 wicket, 1 person, then and the bowling is in the line, it makes it easy for you to get a wicket from the batsman. When the bowling is all over, possibly in test matches, I think South Africa they bowled well in test matches, but when they came into
This is a homage
when they
beat.
came into one day matches, they didn't bowl that good. That's what I'm seeing here. They did not bowl that good, and South Africa they lost all the games. They lost that one game to fifth one day, then they lost sixth one day too. So it was not that fine performance from South Africa, and as far as one days are concerned. Okay, test matches they bowled well. In the one days they didn't. I think they couldn't put that composure together. This spirit, this bowling. I think the first test match they won because they had what's his name, the quick bowler. He was after that he got injured, and he bowled some first test matches and all that. They bowled some. Other than that, it's not really good performance from South Africa. Not really, because you can see that in 6 one day they lost 5 one days. Everybody knows what was the score, who did what. But what I'm seeing in here, the skill level is very. I think it's a difference between skill level of India's and South Africa. The skill level is that skill level in the cricket that matters. And if you're talking about Virat Kohli, you talk about Dhawan, you talk about Rohit Sharma, they're all beautiful players, good wrist work, top class wrist work. They don't. The good thing is that if they don't make runs, they don't waste balls too. If they don't make runs, they don't waste the balls too for the rest of the players. So what they do take few balls. That's okay. You have to get the few balls to keep your eyesight. Once your eyesight is done, then you need to start making runs. Then you need to start making runs so you can get going. And that's what I like about Indian batting. You start from Kohli, you start from Dhawan, then you go to Sharma. Sharma. Then you go from Kohli, then on Raina and on and on, and then then they got in a few other players. They come in the bat, and then you have Pandya at the bottom in the middle. He's an all-rounder. So that is very fine performance on Indian behalf as far as the test matches. One days are concerned. Okay, with South Africa won 2 test matches. If you remember my program, like at the beginning of the tournament, India had lost 2 matches. I spoke to you guys on the cricket lovers that India will take care of the business, and they did. It's the reason I'm mentioning again and again, because I spoke to you. It's not me. That's naturally comes in my mind, because when you see the skill level of the players, then you can say all this. And for that, you need to have the knowledge too.